What a missed opportunity that was for Lando Norris in Baku. You have Oscar Piastri, the championship leader, having full command of this championship fight. And finally, you have an opportunity from a very rare series of Piastri mess ups, from crashing out in qualifying, jumping the start, and then putting it into the wall. You have this isn't going to happen again for Oscar. Lando's not going to get this opportunity again. And he absolutely messed it up. There's the video I was looking for. Let's rewind it back to what we saw on lap 1. On the very first lap of the race, you have Oscar Piastri locking it up right into the wall and out.
Oscar, are you okay?
On lap 1. Lando Norris had the opportunity of a lifetime to be able to close that gap to such an extent, and he couldn't take advantage. Struggled, couldn't get around Yuki, couldn't get around Liam. And what was an opportunity of a lifetime is now going to be a weekend of regret for Lando Norris. And then we get to and we'll touch on that here in a few minutes, but Max Verstappen and that Red Bull team have come back. They are back in business. 2 consecutive dominant victories for Max. Laurent Mekies has revitalized this Red Bull team. I now believe Max is actually going to stay in 2020 for 2026. I do think there is a complete resurgence of Red Bull. Yuki, he was able to get into the points again. Things are beginning to shift again in F1. It's beginning to shift away from McLaren and back towards Red Bull and even Mercedes. Now, for Red Bull, we'll see when they go to Singapore. I think it's next weekend, but I could be wrong. Correct me on that. Could be wrong. But, as we have seen over the past number of years, Red Bull and Singapore, they don't get along. So, we'll see if Max and Yuki can get a double points weekend once again in Singapore in the next coming weeks. And then the feel-good story, Carlos Sainz getting Williams on the pole. I mean, he drove an absolute perfect race. He was absolutely incredible. A lot of credit. Towards the end of the race, Williams was trying to, hey, Russell is right in front of you. You can go get him. Wow. He's breathing down his neck. Oh, Williams. So funny. But, so, let's see if they've updated it to the full point standings. No, not yet. Okay. So I'm not a mathematician. I'm not doing all that kind of math, but once the championship points are laid out, actually, hold on. Let me see. This guy's really good at that. Not quite yet, it looks like. But Yuki, Liam and Yuki take P5 and P6. Um, I mean, overall for the Red Bull stable, they have done an incredible job. Like I said, a complete and total resurgence. I think this is Red Bull's third double points weekend of the year. Third or fourth. I mean, uh, it's we're gonna need some consistency out of Yuki. Let me know. Should Yuki keep his seat for 2027 or 2026? Should Red Bull give him that that full off season, full year of the Red Bull experience, or is it too early to tell? Let me know. And then we got and then Isaac, he got in the points too. He finished 10th, and can we're really taking this long to get the lineup? Come on now. Yeah, George. Oh yeah, George was, I guess, sick all week. So good for him. Good for him. I really, I really need to get the lineup. Where? Where's the lineup? It's a lot of. Oh, there we go. There we go. Stupid ad. Get out of the way. So Kimi Antonelli ran really good race after struggling last number of Grand Prix. And again, Lando Norris. I mean, what an opportunity that slipped away. You're not, like I said, you're not going to have this happen again with Oscar. He is too good. He is too talented for an absolute, like, wreckage of a weekend. And then the Ferraris, the big Ferrari letdown once again. They appear to be fast all throughout practice. Qualifying goes haywire. The race, they're not able to rebound off that. And, I mean, there's three guarantees in life: death, taxes, and Ferrari messing it up. We see it time and time and time again. It is a guarantee. They had, I know in FP2 they had cars fast enough to win, but qualifying went haywire, race goes haywire, and that's all she wrote. And Ferrari, they screwed the pooch again. And then Isaac Hadjar, like I mentioned earlier, just squeaks into the final points paying position. And then Isaac Hadjar, I mean, oh, so it's not available. Awesome. Okay. So, I mean, I would say Isaac Hadjar is in the catbird seat for that second Red Bull seat. Is it something that he would want? I mean, he's been fairly consistent. I'd like to see a little bit more consistency, but towards the end, I'll as of right now, I'll say who I think should be in that second Red Bull seat. And then Bortoleto, I mean, this kid has shocked me on how well he has done, how consistent he's been. Yeah, he's had a little bit of ups and downs, but I mean, dude's driving a tractor with three wheels. Kid's good. Kid is very, very good. And when Audi gets fully enveloped into this. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get some podiums next year, depending on how well Audi hits this this new package that is being unveiled in the in F1 for next year. And then Ollie, I mean, I know he had a little bit of issues, but he did okay. Alex Albon, I don't think that's going to be his finishing position. I don't think it is, because I know he's got a 10-second penalty on that, so we'll see what all happens with that. Okay, it's after the race. Can we get there we go. There's the results. So, okay. And then Esteban Ocon. He's in a Haas. What do you expect? Alonso, he got penalized. His horrific season continues. And then really the rest were nowhere to be found. And then Alpine bringing up the rear. And again, Oscar Piastri. Jeez, oh Pete's. What a horrific. Like, this is just a. Luckily for Oscar, when the pressure is on Lando, he crumbles each and every single time. When he gets an opportunity to take a massive swing in the championship standings, he whiffs. And that is why I have said over and over and over again, Lando Norris will never win a Drivers' World Championship. And it is this type of race is why it will not happen. He has every opportunity in the world to really make a swing, and to the point where he can go tit for tat on this. And because when you're able to get that big swing and get it to within 14 points, you can afford a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and even flip once or twice. But with the gap that it is currently, you need wins, and you need your teammate to struggle. Oscar is not going to struggle to the degree that Lando needs in order to win the championship. This, like I said at the top, this was an ultimate missed opportunity. And quite frankly, as I said after Lando wrecked out in, I think it was it Canada? I think it was Canada. We wrecked out. It's over. It's done. Oscar's the champ. End of story. So, that's just it's just the reality of the situation. When you get this kind of opportunity, you have to take advantage of it. And he could. I believe these are updated. They might be. 324, maybe. We'll assume. See if the X page is updated properly. No, they haven't. Of course not. Why would they? See if he's got this up. Oh. Nope. Okay. Nobody wants to post the freaking updated point standings. And no, I'm not doing that math. I don't like doing math. But, I mean, massively missed opportunity once again for Lando. Good Lord. I tell you what, though. Max winning the championship is probably a step too far for Max to be able to make that comeback. But second place, I don't think is out of the question. I think Max can run down Lando Norris. Again, it all depends on whether whether Max can get through Singapore and be okay. Because, again, the last number of years, Singapore has not been kind to Red Bull. I mean, a couple years ago, when Red Bull won every single race of the season except for one, it was Singapore that Max nor Checo could get that win. So, we'll see what all happens. And kind of looking through here. No, I don't think this is updated. I don't think this is updated because Yuki is... it might be. Let me see here. Hold on. Whoops, didn't want to do that. RBR Daily. There. Okay. So, 69 points behind Piastri. Again, that's... I think that's too far. That's too much of a gap for Max to make up, especially given how good Piastri is. But again, 44 points behind Norris, with Lando being meh and crumbling under pressure every single time. This thing is not over. There is a battle. There's going to be a battle for second, and Lando's got to start looking behind instead of trying to look forward. Because Laurent Mekies coming in as a team principal has completely shifted the life at Red Bull. The cars have gotten better. The racing bulls have improved. And I mean that the Racing Bulls is his original baby. So it was the fight excuse me. The fight for second. It's on. It is absolutely on. So all right. I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. If you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any racing, football, which I might go live later. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. News and true crime. Until next time, we'll see you.